This is why we come to LS Fest.
Yeah, don't like this.
That's one way to put it. This is my favorite part of LS Fest. Just the craziest builds, the craziest swaps. I don't even know. I don't think you can really call them swaps anymore. I feel like
when you get to this level, it's not really a swap. It's
right.
like built around the engine.
Yeah.
It's like...
Okay, so we're in Las Vegas. We're actually on the dirt course at LS Fest West. Holly always puts on this amazing event every single year, and we're so stoked to be a part of it because we get to see builds like this. So, Josh, where are you from?
My name is Josh Mazerol. I'm from Dublin, New Hampshire, and I've got a 1980 Mitsubishi mini cab with a twin turbo LS in it.
So it was already crazy enough when I saw it from far away. I was like, oh, cool, look at those wheels and tires, and the fact that he was able to fit this thing. I'm guessing it, since it's here, it has a LS, but when I looked back here, it's this crazy twin turbo LS that's like cocked a little bit.
A lot of it.
A lot of it. What's the story behind this?
This all started because there was 3 of these things on Marketplace that were like destroyed. They were rotted and rolled over, but they were cheap. And it said that we could build one good one out of the 3, but they were all so far gone that was impossible. So instead of trying to build one good one, we decided to build 2 good ones, put our fab skills to work. We built them in secret and then revealed them to each other.
Oh, so it was you and your friend?
Yeah, my friend and I.
It's like you did a build-off.
Yeah, we did a build-off, and we revealed them to each other. And now, this didn't run until like yesterday, and we shipped it 3,000 miles here just on the, trusting in the process that we were going to be able to overcome ourselves.
Okay, so what were the rules of the build?
There was really only like one rule, and it must maintain the spirit of a mini truck. And that's why we got the bedsides on here, and that's why I painted it white, because we could have wrapped it, done any crazy color, but anytime you see these trucks, they're always white. So if you're like, when you see this, the average person can identify with, oh, there's one down the street, I saw one of those, and like, so I had to be white, and we put some bedsides on it to sort of cover this up. But the big thing with this truck is like, yes, it's a party car, and we just want to have fun with it, but it's really a rear steer control module development vessel. So we're working with Radial Dynamics to develop this active 4-wheel steer system. And it's got all sorts of crazy features. So this is the original prototype, essentially. I've been working on this for 5 years, and it finally functions like 99% right, and we just got a little bit of smoothing to do. But that's why this was built, is so that we could continue to develop and refine the steering module.
I have to take a deep breath, because it's too much. It's too much. So what is left of the original Mitsubishi?
Well, technically, it's got a new roof, it's got a new header panel, the very front, it's got a new door, it's got a new floor, half the A-pillars are new, that whole B-pillar's new, so that door's original, and then part of the back panel is original.
But this stuff is still Mitsubishi things.
It's still Mitsubishi, it's just not the truck I was given.
Right, and then once...
And after that, that's it. Everything else is custom.
But what about this?
So
this chassis.
So this right here is, I've got 2 GMT 800 2500 front ends out of like a 2006 Chevy Silverado. So it's a AAM 9.25 high pinion diff, and we just put them back to back and mirrored them.
And welded them together?
And we just welded them together.
Where does it connect?
So this is a custom piece of channel iron I made.
Okay.
That has the right dimensions. So this is where the stock chassis ends, and where my channel begins.
So, and it's 2 of them.
Yeah, 2 of them, one on each end.
What dictated the length?
The length of my drivetrain. So basically, I wanted this as absolutely short as possible to maintain the spirit of a mini truck. So I put my 5.3 on my 4L85E, and then bolted a New Process 205 cast iron gear drive transfer case to it. And then I knew that from the back of the cab to the end of the transmission yoke was X distance, and I basically just bolted the rear diff right to it, and that was what dictated the length. Like, I wanted it shorter, but my drivetrain was too long, and I wasn't willing to give up overdrive on the potential of a long road trip.
In this thing?
Yes.
And so does it have a transfer case?
Yeah, so this does have a transfer case. It's a new process 205 all iron gear drive. It's like a 1-ton transfer case out of a 70s Ford.
That allows you to do high range, low range.
Yeah, and if I wanted to, there's a simple modification that I could put it in front wheel drive, low range, rear neutral. I can do whatever I want with it. But right now it's just a regular high, low, 4-2.
And then the power steering system.
Yeah.
Is it separate? How does it work?
So the steering system is basically if you take the steering stabilizer out and replace it with a hydraulic ram. And then we've got a computer that controls the flow rates to the ram. And that's what makes the rear does whatever the front tells it to do. So you can keep both hands on the wheel and the rear just steers what the front tells it to, but the rear also has like a percentage overdriven or underdriven of what the front is. So it's not always 1-to-1. You know, the front might turn 30 degrees, and if you're underdriven, the rear only turns 10.
But you can also crab walk in this?
But yeah, I can crab walk. It's got emergency manual override. So if you're underdriven, you're coming into a corner, you're like, oh crap, I need more steering. You can just reach over, grab the knob, and pull it more steering, and then it'll just automatically return back to its original commanded position.
Is there something where, like, can you push a button where it just centers itself out?
Yeah, so it's also got a manual auto center. So it turns, and as soon as you let off, it goes back to center. And then the manual no center. It's got a handful of little features and things you can calibrate, but this is really day one of it working correctly, and I'm like, you saw like the first drive where it works.
Really?
Yeah.
Just now?
Pretty much, yeah. It was like right before you got here. I was like, okay, it works.
Okay. A couple more questions. Why is it that you had to turn the engine this way? Is it because of the transmission? Or?
Yeah, so I had to put the engine at whatever angle it ended up at, because the output shaft on the rear, the rear output shaft on the transfer case is basically touching the yoke on the pinion of the rear diff. It's 2 3/4 inches away. I've got the world's shortest drive shaft in there.
Wait a minute. Oh. That?
Yeah. And I could.
It's basically just all joints.
Yeah. So if I centered the engine and trans, I wouldn't be able to hook a drive shaft up to it at this length. I would need to stretch the wheelbase more.
That is hilarious.
Okay,
so then.
And ultimately, U-joints are made to go around corners anyways, so.
Okay, so where is the actual transmission then? Is it this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, got it. So it goes into this, what kind of transmission is this?
So that's a like $12,000 4L85E. It's an electronic overdrive transmission. It's dumb. It's way more than this truck deserves, but that's what I had kicking around, so. It's a part spin kind of truck, that's exactly what this is. So this was it's full manual valve body. It's got trans brake. We got 2-step in it. It's
okay. And then I'm guessing you haven't had a chance to dyno this.
No, we just street tuned it yesterday, and that's where we like literally almost died. We got it up, I don't know, probably 45, 50 miles an hour, and then the tires blew off it, and the steering was super twitchy, and it was scary. So
is that a thing where you maybe have to dial in some toe in from the rear?
The real issue that I have with the handling in this is that my steering valve in the front is large and my ram in the front is small, so a little bit of turning in the wheel does a lot at the tire. So like it's like a high ratio, it turns super quick, so it's really twitchy right now at high speed. That can just be swapped out and adjusted, but right now this is what I have in it, and it's scary as it is. So
okay, so then what are you going to do with the suspension? Do you have to update it?
Yeah, I've got the wrong spring rates in here right now, so it's super soft and it's close to bump stop. But there is a chance if I keep this thing that it goes long travel. We'll put long control arms in here, some coilovers and bypasses and air bumps, and then we'll be able to send this thing into orbit. Yeah, it's going to get a wider track width.
And then you potentially could even put bigger tires on it too.
Yeah, that's true, because if it gets out a little bit more, there's no limit on what size tire I can put, because it's nowhere near the body.
Jeez. And the cooling system is able to handle that motor?
For a little bit. you know, duty cycle's not up there, but it's, I had a Toyota pickup. It made 1,100 horse, and it was super wide body. I basically just did burnouts with it, and this is all of the same junk out of that truck. The radiator, the fuel cell, everything. I just sort of salvaged all of those parts and put it in this. So I do know exactly what this can take, and in the burnout pit, it overheats before a minute, but I still get plenty of smoke.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So Josh, I think you were able to convince the LS Fest organizers to let you go in the burnout box, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I cannot wait to see that. I'm so excited about that. So next up, what? You got the windows you're gonna put back in it?
Yeah, it's got side windows. This back window is flat, so that'll be easy. I'll probably do plexiglass because my harnesses go through there. And then the front, it's a $650 piece of glass that I'm probably gonna break, so I don't know. Like, I have to finish the EXO. I'm gonna do a cage all the way around it.
Oh yeah, because right now the cage is just like a roll.
So my original plan for building this is I was like, I'm gonna take it to LS Fest, I'm gonna do cyclones till I land on my roof. And I didn't finish the cage, so now I gotta be careful.
I need to ride in it.
You need to drive it.
Oh, I'll drive it. I'm scared, but I'll drive it. This thing is crazy. This is what we love. This is what we love on this channel, because it's something that doesn't make sense, and it's like it didn't need to make sense, but I'm glad it exists. I
think what's important is, like, I think fun and laughter are some of the most valuable fun things. Well, obviously fun is the funnest thing you can do, but I think that in order to have fun, you need to take something that's not supposed to be doing it and then do it. So like, if driving a car off-road is kind of more fun than driving an off-road truck off-road. So this thing's not good at anything. So anything you do with it is going to be extra fun.
This was designed to haul around fish at a Japanese fish market.
Back then.
Now
it hauls.
Yeah, this wasn't meant for anything. So then what's your best guess? Just your butt dyno. What does your butt dyno say?
600 horse. So, like, it's not stupid. I guess it's stupid, but it's conservative.
I'm just gonna say it's probably 12 or more times the power that the Mitsubishi originally had, maybe more.
Yeah, it totally is. I mean, I think that they made like 40 horse or something like that. There were 600 cc's.
Yeah.
I mean, everything in here, aside from like maybe the ring and pinion, because we're on the coast side with it in reverse. The transmission, that thing has held 1,100 horse. So like everything here will hold it if we wicked it up. It's too scary as it is. Like,
I love that you kept some of the utility by putting like a part of a truck
Must maintain the spirit of a mini truck.
It's a truck.
Now we can haul gravel.
And then what about, why is there a brake booster here?
Oh yeah, that's super cool. So I've got the original Mitsubishi master cylinder that's under the dash that feeds this slave cylinder, and then this slave cylinder pushes on a Silverado booster, which then pushes on the Silverado master and then feeds the Silverado brakes. So it's a remote master, because there's no room to fit it in the cab.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yo, dog, I heard you like a brake booster, so we put a brake booster in a brake booster, or a master cylinder in a master cylinder.
Welcome to Death Wish.
This is what it's called, Death Wish?
No, the truck is called Stomper. My TV show is called Death Wish.
Ah.
Stomper.
Crazy. Amazing. I'm so glad you brought it here. I'm so glad you debuted it here. All right, so let's get in it and see what it's about.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Shotgun.
grab another camera. Wait, you want me to drive it? Okay, all right. Jeez.
All right, that's going.
Dude, this thing is hilarious.
Oh, I think you got it.
Is that good?
You're good.
Okay. So does any of this stuff work here?
No.
Whoa, the gauges don't work, but the rest of it does.
Yeah, I mean, the lights and stuff work if you need directionals.
What are we looking at here? So what is this?
This is transmission
This is the
shifter.
transmission, yep.
Yeah. This is the prototype-y stuff. This is all the rear steer control. You can set trim, dead zone sensitivity, total angle limit, crab walk, auto manual.
Amazing.
Percentage overdriven, underdriven. I would advise you don't touch any of it.
Yeah, this is the stick.
So this is when you want manual steering.
Ah, So
Yeah.
this is one where you could leave the steering wheel straight,
Yep.
and then you could just push this, and that's just the rear.
Yep. So like when I was like playing and crab walking and stuff, it's this.
Huh.
Start at low speed, you'll
Yeah,
appreciate.
Well, because the thing is, I've never driven anything with rear steer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, in this, you're sitting in front of all of the steering input, so all of it's rear steer. Even the front's rear.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're hanging so over the front tires. Okay, all right. So how do we start this thing?
It's just like any other Mitsubishi, turn the key. Do it again.
More. It's so weird that that noise is coming from right there. Okay, you're so excited. I love it. Okay, so
Yep.
oh, it's also an interesting feel because it's a brake.
No, it's interesting feel because it's full of air.
Ah.
You'll find out when you try to stop.
Okay. So, just first?
That's it.
Okay. Oh my God. Is it centered already?
Yeah, it's doing what the front's telling it to do. So
No way. It
Yeah.
feels so weird.
the rear is turning right now. The rear is doing what the front's doing.
Jeez. It just, there's nothing, it just doesn't feel normal.
Now hit your manual switch.
Okay, all right. So then if I, okay. Oh, there's the brakes, okay.
So try
So
to, like,
if
try
I
to
go like
grab it.
this,
Yeah.
then I'm drifting.
Yep.
Oh my God. I can't believe it's so much. Oh, so when you let go, it goes back.
It goes back to what the front's telling it to do.
Oh, so if you're like rock crawling or off-roading, then look, I have to counter steer. I'm counter steering. So then the more you push, the more it steers?
No, it's
Or-
just, this goes just all the way.
Oh, okay, got it. Jeez. This is just so crazy. I can't believe this is a thing.
Right?
I'm just so blown away. Let's flip it around. Okay, I'm gonna make a really tight U-turn. So if
Yep.
you just make a right,
That's it.
then it just, oh.
Like,
It's
look
such-
out, look down, look out.
Oh my God. Look, I'm doing like a burnout over here. This is just so weird. It's a weird sensation. I don't even know how to put it, but it's almost like I turn and there's like a bunch of other things happening to
Totally.
make it turn.
Totally.
So then, because you've developed this, are you gonna try to put this in another vehicle?
So this is actually, there
I
is
love-
a demand for this. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
oh, by the way,
Yeah.
there is a demand for this.
Uh-huh.
Like monster trucks, pro mega trucks,
Yes.
rock crawlers, and it's like not unlikely to think that this could get put into, you know, an automobile, like road course racing or something.
Right. Well, because like,
Some OEs have this,
Yes.
but it's so deeply integrated into like their body control modules, all CAN bus. It's like you can't just put it in your home project, and this you will be able to.
right.
So we have many more things, features we want to add to this, like speed sensitive stuff, but like right now, this is version 1. This does everything that most people need it to do,
Well,
and I'm just really excited to be playing with this.
Yeah,
thing.
because on the market, if you were to build an off-road vehicle, is there somebody that just has like a go-to solution for it, or does everybody have to make something on their
there
own?
are a couple options out there, but nothing anywhere near as like elegant as this.
Oh.
Basically, the only options there are is what this stick does. It turns and then goes to center, turns and goes to center. There's no modulation, there's no, and to use this, you have to take your hands off the wheel. If you're driving a 2,000 horsepower rig at full throttle,
Yeah.
you want both hands on the wheel.
Got it. I can't believe it. Like, I'm looking back here and just so crazy. All right. Jeez. So this has just been idling. Have
Yeah.
you given it more than,
I've been wide open.
and what?
Only in first, but that was enough.
I'm scared.
It is scary.
Yeah.
So I'll,
What is that? What does that do?
You're in crab walk now.
So then if I turn, it
I
both
also
turns?
turn the crab down.
Oh, okay.
So the rear doesn't turn as much as the front now.
Right.
You effectively increase the length of the vehicle and decrease the turning radius.
Got it. Huh. That is just so crazy.
So now it's a little less sensitive while you're steering.
Yeah. So then this potentially could be more for like highway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's such a short wheelbase vehicle, and especially if you make it wider, you don't want it as sensitive.
Right. So now it's like way less sensitive and you feel more comfortable going faster.
Okay. I'm just gonna give it a little blip, okay?
Do whatever you want.
Oh my
I'm ready
God,
to die.
I'm scared. What the? That sound is crazy!
You didn't even get into the boost.
What do you mean? I heard the blow valve. That was so crazy.
This gets psycho when you open it up.
I bet. So then the first gear is very long then?
Yeah, it's only got 410s in the diff and we're sitting on 33-inch Falcon tires.
But it blows them off like on the dirt really
on the
easily.
pavement too.
Yeah, because we saw a little video where you're doing a couple donuts. Oh my God! Now I got into boost. You're sinister, sir. There's something wrong with you, and I love it.
Yeah. This
Oh
thing's
my
psycho.
God! I'm just gonna say it right now. I've driven a lot of scary things. I think this might be the scariest car I've ever driven.
I think that's perfect because my show on Amazon Prime is called Death Wish.
Okay, so if you have a death wish, check out Josh's show on Amazon Prime. I'm blown away.
All right, good. Do some donuts.
When the boost kicks in, it's like the world is about to end. And it probably doesn't help. It doesn't help that the wind is just blowing in our face. It's so
It's
good.
like sensory overload.
My cheeks hurt from smiling so much.
That's totally it.
Just amazing. So what, do I have to know anything about this
Nope.
to do donuts? Just,
Yeah, just be considerate with the dust, I guess.
yeah. Maybe one rotation.
Do a couple.
Oh my God, it feels so weird. You get pushed forward.
Well, when you actually get doing donuts, you go backwards.
Jeez. Oh my God. This is so weird. Why does it feel like this? You don't even have to do any counter steering. Oh my, it's such a weird sensation. I've just never felt anything like that before.
Yeah, welcome to Death Wish.
Oh my God. Okay, all right. I have to see it from the outside.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in park. Oh. Hold on. That's crazy. That's definitely Death Wish.
What the
What?
Oh, solid control arm bushings are going to be a thing.
Yeah, I see that.
Wicked wheel hop.
Yeah, I felt that. That was rough. Awesome.
I've never felt that sensation in my life where
Samesies.
I started getting it sideways, and then my whole body got pushed forward towards the steering wheel. Like I had to brace the steering wheel to not go through the windshield. I've never felt that before because, like you said, the centrifugal force, once it starts spinning, it wants to shoot us out the front windshield.
It's wild. Dude, and like the whatever was just happening was magic. That was beautiful. Like I just thought this was gonna be completely uncontrollable, but that was like
So
ballet.
I got it to start spinning, and I was thinking I should do a transition, but I got scared because it felt completely different from anything that I've ever felt driving a car. It just felt different. I don't know how else to explain it.
Beautiful.
But yeah, you built an amazing machine. I'm just so happy that this exists.
That makes me happy.
That is so cool. All right, so hopefully we'll check you out at the Burnout Box, but thank you so much for coming to LS Fest West. Holly always puts on the greatest events. This is just so amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm glad I could be a part of it.